Welcome back to As soon as it starts. Welcome back to Ball Essential. It's your boy E. I'm over here with Phil today. We're about to talk some WrestleMania. We're about to talk some Elimination Chamber reactions, a little bit of Raw reactions, and heading into WrestleMania season. We're gonna be talking about that a little bit. Before we get started, how you doing? How's your day going?
Doing good. See. WWE 2K25 comes out tomorrow. So if you follow us and follow the gaming channel at Ball Central Gaming on YouTube and Ball Central 4 on Twitch, I'll probably be streaming it tomorrow on one of those sites, probably Twitch. But yeah, I'll also be streaming on Ball Central Gaming later on tonight to try to finish the My Rise Unleashed story as well, just to clean up everything for before WWE 2K25 starts. So I'm excited, and my birthday is this Sunday, so a lot of things
Facts,
to look forward to this week and weekend.
facts. I didn't know 2K came out so soon. Actually, I thought it came out next week with MLB, but
I thought so too, so that's good for me.
I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? You get some 2K in. Um, I'm waiting for the show to come out next Friday. I will be doing nothing but playing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, make sure y'all following on the gaming channel. This year, I will be I promise to be more active, like for sure, on the gaming channel.
I just
But
want to make it to big leagues, just
hmm?
once. I did the Road to the Show series the last 2 years on the gaming channel. Did not make it to the MLB. I just want to make it to the MLB once, just once, just one time. So I'll be doing whatever I can to make it to the big leagues this year. Fingers
I
crossed.
made it to the show every time, so
Must be nice.
really,
I wouldn't know that. Yeah.
I think my playtime is a little longer than yours. That's what it is. Because when Phil plays, he does Diamond Dynasty, he does franchise, he does all of this stuff. I only play Road to the Show, and I only play online or co-op. So
Yeah.
that's probably why. But that's enough of that. We're not here to talk about MLB. We're here to talk about WWE. This past weekend, Elimination Chamber happened.
Oof.
Night of surprises, night of main events. It was just a great night all around. Um, so the order that we had predicted was actually the right order. They changed it at the arena. But let's get into it anyway. I just want to say shout out to you because you did choose the right order. So let's get into it. So the first match of the night was the Women's Chamber. Started off with Naomi Liv.
Mm.
I don't remember the order of people that entered. I think Bianca was next.
Yep.
Then Bailey, and then Alexa. No, Bianca, Roxanne, Bailey, Alexa. I think that was the order. Let's just get into it. You know, Jade came out. Everybody saw what happened. Everybody thought Jade was about to get Liv. Nah, she took out Naomi, which Naomi was the attacker. Was Bianca in on it is the question. But yeah, everybody saw that. Naomi was unable to compete. I don't remember who lost in what order, but
It might have been Bailey out first.
was it Bailey out? I was thinking it was Roxanne, but it might have been Bailey. I don't know.
I think it was Bailey, Roxanne, Alexa, then
last pin.
Yep. Yeah,
I think I don't remember if that was the order. I don't remember the order out. I know the last.
Yeah.
Three. I know the last three were.
It was definitely Bailey or Roxanne first. It was one of those two switched, and then the other one went out after that because I know Alexa was one of the final three.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though.
Yeah.
So I mean, thoughts on the match for real? For me, it was a great match. Honestly, this hair whip spot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired of it, but I know that shit hurts.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I didn't really see anything like too special from anybody, but it was a solid match from solid wrestlers, all solid competitors. So I was happy with the match. I forgot who picked what. We should have looked at the predictions first. I forgot who picked who, but I think we both had Bianca low-key.
Yeah, because I said it was either Bianca or Liv for the both of us. So
I said Bianca. I know I said Bianca.
I said Liv because I thought it was going to be Liv, Io, and Rhea as a triple threat moving forward.
I know I said
I said Liv.
I didn't want Liv. I didn't want Liv anywhere near Rhea.
That's yeah, I said Liv, and then you said that. So yeah, I picked Liv.
All right, so yeah, yeah, like I said, my thoughts on the match was a solid match. Great competitors, nothing too special, but can't expect nothing too special on Elimination Chamber matches that we haven't already seen. So,
right,
yeah, what you got?
Yeah, just the beginning. Yeah, Bianca. Listen, A+ Grammy acting. That was some mighty fine acting from Bianca. Everything from her thinking Liv's about to get jumped, everything to Naomi getting beat up. Reaction. I I saw Naomi's reaction like she didn't fight back at all. Maybe she might have been set up by Bianca, but I don't know how they're going to play that story. I don't think that's going to be resolved at WrestleMania. It might be a post WrestleMania thing, just because Bianca has that match with Io, which might be a triple threat. So I think it might be we might have to try to figure out a little bit longer. But yeah, I just think the reactions from Bianca and Naomi were a little bit mixed. So it's just to see how they play out that story. And as for the match, yeah, Liv did her thing that match. She was all over the place, taking crazy hits from Bianca. Roxanne did well as her first, like, I think main PLE, I believe, for WWE, because she's so much history already. So yeah, everyone did their thing. It was a nice way to start off Elimination Chamber for me.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have
Also,
any of those girls on Raw, so I mean,
yeah,
Liv was there.
I'm excited to see. Yeah, I'm excited to see maybe a potential match between Alexa and Liv, maybe a rivalry for Mania or maybe post Mania. But who knows?
Probably post Mania because
Yeah,
Liv has the tag titles, so they're probably going to do
yeah,
something at Mania. I would say obviously the only girl that was really on Raw was Bianca because she was watching Rhea versus Io, which we'll get into later. But other than that, none of the other girls were really on Raw. I think we're gonna get Jade and Naomi at Mania.
I see that.
Probably the way they go there because Bianca's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be tied up. So
Yep.
if we get Jade and Naomi, it is what it is. Interested to see how that plays out. Obviously, this has been brewing for some time. Jade just got back, so welcome back. Sure. And yeah, that's it for that match for real. We'll get into Mania and we'll get into Raw a little later anyway. Um, Next up on the card was I believe it was Tiffany and Trish against Nia and Candice, which snooze
Yep.
fest match for me. This was a
Yeah.
bathroom break.
Yep.
We both picked Tiffany and Trish to win. This match, I don't know where they go from here. I think that rivalry is over because Tiffany has Charlotte at Mania. So I think they're done with that rivalry here. Hopefully that ends everything. Trish got a little pop in her hometown. She got a win in her hometown. That's the point of the match. I think it was, and that was it. Any thoughts
Yeah.
on it?
For me, I think it was just pretty much. I agree. It wasn't, it was just a match to have on the card. Plus, I think Trish mentioned it's probably her last match in Toronto, so I'm guessing it was like a goodbye, a farewell thing for her. So it was a nice little moment for a Trish Stratus, well deserved. And yeah, Tiffany has Charlotte. I don't, like I said, I don't know where Nia goes from here. I don't know if maybe they'll have like a battle royal at Mania where she can participate in, but I don't see her having any like big feuds for Mania. So maybe something for her post Mania at this point.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that a lot of these girls are going to have much to do this year at Mania.
Yeah,
Sadly, but it is what it is. Um, Nothing stood out to you during the match, right? It was just a solid match.
yeah,
Um, so next up on the card was actually the unsanctioned match between Kevin and Sami. I don't remember who we picked to win.
I picked Kevin and you picked Sami.
Okay, I thought I would have said Kevin because I know Kevin needs a win.
Yeah, you say that, but you thought he was gonna pick it up at Mania because you said Sami wins the first one, KO wins the second one at Mania because it's a bigger stage.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that was my thought. I was wrong. Cool. Phil was right, but we did get a Randy return finally. Don't know why he was gone for so long, but
Yeah, no clue. Maybe injury. I don't know.
I don't know. But we got a Randy return, and he went after KO. Obviously, I think KO was the one that put him on the shelf.
Yep.
Kayfabe, and if we're being honest, this was probably low key the best match on the card. Because I know chamber matches have that extra pop just because this is chamber, but like let's really be honest here. Kevin and Sami are always going to put on a show.
Yeah.
They'll always have the most interesting storyline. There's always just layers that you can just add on to it. So I would say this is the best match on the card to me. Um, Brutal match. Um, but great match. And I'm actually happy Kevin got a win. Sami will bounce back. He's fine.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I agree. Match of the night for me. Sammy's out indefinitely, so I mean, I don't think he was gonna do anything at Mania anyway. So I don't know how long he's gonna be out for. So enjoy the break. If it's like injury rest, feel better soon. But yeah, probably best that he sits out for WrestleMania. Nothing for him to do. But yeah, I mean, the thing they always say about best friends in the WWE, they pull no punches, and that's what they did this entire match. Everything from the barbed wire in the chair, everything from all the crazy stunts through the tables, etc. The hockey stick being involved since it's Canada, and near the end of the match, like post match as well, Kevin Owens dumping Sami on the apron, NXT callback, etc. So those moments, yeah, they tremendous match. Nice to see Randy Orton come back to set up something against KO for WrestleMania. But yeah, definitely match of the night for me. They always put on good matches together, Sami and KO.
Always. Best part about it to me was I thought Randy was he's probably going to bring back that punt kick eventually.
Yep.
I was happy to see that because I always like that move. It was
same.
It's great sell, take people out.
Yep.
I'm a fan of it.
We saw the whole McMahon family get that move, get that punt.
Everybody except Stephanie, man.
Oof, should've.
Next up on the card happens to be the men's chamber match. I don't even remember who started it. Was it Drew and Seth?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Drew and Seth. I forgot who came out next.
I think it was Logan.
Was it Logan? I don't remember the match that much. I'm not gonna lie. I just watched it like 2-3 days ago again. The entire event. It was what it was though. Drew being out first was very storyline-ish. Him and Priest are definitely going to clash at Mania now. I think that LA Knight thing is out the window.
Yeah, that role.
But good match, great spots. The thing that stood out to me was, the Punk Cena that I missed you. That was a nice little moment. The thing that stood out to me, obviously, was the end of the match when Seth did what he did to Punk. I noticed something was off with Cena then, but as soon as Cena saw it, he jumped at the opportunity. You don't really do that most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of sits there in shock sometimes, but
pure hate from Seth. That's a pure hater.
Glad we saw that. It's going to be very interesting when Roman gets involved to that Seth and Punk feud now, but yeah, obviously everybody got the winner, right? It was Cena. And then
not me. I picked Punk.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I picked Cena. It was really a solid match though. Like Priest is a great worker. Let's also put that on there. Logan Paul's a great heel. Great dynamic there. Drew McIntyre, great crash out heel. Seth Rollins crashing out on Punk. Great. And Punk just being Punk. That's it. That's all you need to do. So that was that. I was a fan of the match. I was a fan of the winner. Any thoughts on it before we get to the next segment?
Yeah. I think Punk was probably like the MVP of the match for me. He did a lot of great spots. Him and John Cena was great. Him and Seth, even him when he was in the cage, or in the pod was great. I think Logan Paul was about to jump off the cage. He was telling him don't fall. There was a lot of good snippets from CM Punk in the pod. Also, the light breaking was hilarious as well while he was in there. But yeah, great match. Great setups for WrestleMania. Priest and Drew, CM Punk and Seth. Because Seth really, really does not want CM Punk or Roman Reigns in anything WrestleMania or WWE. Because the hate for them is like some of the best hate I've ever seen from anybody in professional sports. So yeah, great match and great segue into the last segment of the show. Cena
Yeah.
stayed there, so yeah.
The Seth character arc is literally the fact that he feels like he's been there and Roman hasn't been there because Roman's part time, and Punk hasn't been there because Punk left. So his character is literally just I deserve it all. You guys don't deserve anything. And I'm starting to finally understand his character, and I'm starting to understand. I mean, not understand. I'm starting to see that it's really a slow burn heel turn that we're getting here. But
Yeah, I've been here every single day. You guys haven't, pretty much, yeah.
and it's like it's turning into like KO when he's crashing out, but he has a legit reason to crash out. That's what's literally happening with Seth Rollins. So glad to see it happen, and I can't wait to see what happens next. But let's get into the next and final segment after the match happened. Obviously, they lifted the chamber. Cody Rhodes came out, and congratulated Cena. They talked about, they had a little dialogue in the ring or whatever. We couldn't hear it. Then The Rock came out.
With Travis Scott.
Yeah, with Travis. And he was expecting Cody's answer, obviously, about Cody giving him his soul and becoming his champion. Everybody saw it. The world is shocked. Even people who don't watch wrestling anymore saw it. The world is shocked. Cody said no, told Rock go fuck himself. Cool. But right after that, Rock slit his throat, looked at Cena. And Cena was looking back with straight face.
Yep, there's the face on the thumbnail of our pod.
As soon as the hug ended, Cena fully turns heel. And hey, great TV for me. Great showing. I'm gonna let you talk about it first. What your thoughts are first. I'll let you get your stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I get why Travis Scott was there, just because how Team Hollywood celebrity. I think they had a celebrity with when Hogan turned. Was it Rodman? It might have been Rodman. It might have been somebody. But yeah, the whole Hollywood aspect. Even though Travis Scott did actually injure Cody Rhodes, so oof. And hopefully Travis Scott gets a receipt because of that. Just because, yeah, that's the last thing you want to do when making a surprise appearance or guest appearance is injure somebody. So hopefully Travis Scott gets what he deserves from that. But hey, I mean, it's a rookie mistake. It happens. But yeah, complete turn. Cena's last year. I might as well go out with a bang. Might as well do the one thing no one thought he was gonna do. Yeah, I was completely shocked. I was watching it with some family. I mean, everything from they completely let the F word fly. Fuck, I'm surprised they didn't bleep it, because I think it was on Netflix or it was on like Peacock. So Peacock, yeah, good for them for letting the moment actually happen with no like interruptions or no bleep. So great for that. But yeah, now we get to see Team Hollywood versus Cody Rhodes, and who's gonna help Cody now? Because no one came to his rescue. Sami was out of commission. Everyone else, he was his friend, out of commission. Seth Rollins had his Elimination Chamber match. It's gonna be interesting to see who helps Cody, and there's rumors of a third man possibly involved in this, but I don't know if that will actually happen or not. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this Rock and Cena alliance works out, just because they've been rivals for a while now, and now that Cena sold his soul, I'm interested to see how this plays out, because we have like 40 something, maybe 30 plus, probably a little over 40 days to WrestleMania. And if you thought the last year's build to WrestleMania with Rock, Cody, Rollins, and Brock was something, and Roman, I'm interested to see how this plays out, because all top players here. Cena, the golden boy for WWE for so long. Rock, one of the greatest of all time as well. Cody, the top face of the company. We'll see if Triple H can cook.
Yeah, it's gonna cook. We all have the same thoughts on it, so I'm not really gonna get into much. But yeah, I've been waiting for a Cena heel turn. I mean, I've been wanting him to turn heel since obviously 2012. I think a little after the Nexus storyline, I wanted him to turn heel. So I'm glad I finally get to see this. And yeah, Can't wait to see what Triple H cooks up with him and The Rock and everything that they're about to get into. But after that, that was the show. Great Elimination Chamber. If I had to rank it out of A through F, nice little B plus A minus show.
I agree.
Other than that, there was Monday Night Raw. I watched some of it. I'll say that there wasn't much advancement on Raw for real.
Not much.
But the thing that really did stick out is that now, instead of Bianca versus Rhea at Mania, we are getting, as of right now, penciled in Bianca versus Io Sky for the Women's WWE Championship.
Yep.
Nope, Women's World Championship.
Also, Rhea had a great promo and post match as well. Not the usual stuff.
I didn't see the post match promo, but I did. I just remember seeing the loss and being a little surprised because why they never pull the trigger like that after a Chamber winner or a Royal Rumble winner. So that was a nice little switch for me. I'm seeing obviously on the dirt sheets and all that stuff that they're actually planning Io, Rhea, and Bianca at Mania in a little triple threat match, which I'm here for.
Yep.
We're gonna get a heel turn from I think we're getting it from Bianca because of the Jade storyline. I also think that we get a heel turn either from Io or Dakota pretty soon as well. Because that's going to be a match, especially if Io retains. That will be a match where Io becomes, or there's going to be some jealousy, or Io turns into, well, you ain't doing nothing, you don't got no belt, and that's how that, Io and Dakota are going to fight. But I'm interested to see what happens. Obviously, we can't really talk about much except for what already happened. But yeah, any thoughts on Raw? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, the CM Punk promo that opened up the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called Rock a bald fraud, called out John Cena, called out Seth Rollins, mentions Becky Lynch as well. So yeah, and basically just Peter Griffin, the Chicken Family Guy style. Seth Rollins' music hit. CM Punk went straight after him, and pretty much throughout the show, they just ended up fighting each other and beating the hell out of each other. So, and now they have a steel cage match next week in Madison Square Garden. So,
and when Roman pops out at Madison Square Garden, everything's gonna go crazy. Like, I don't think he's advertised for the show.
No.
So he might not actually come out. But Triple H has done some things where there people are not advertised and they just end up showing up.
Yeah, because I think some way, somehow, because obviously Seth and CM Punk are going to try to beat the hell out of each other because they get until WrestleMania. But obviously Roman owes Seth something. And I think with him trying to get to Seth, he can get in the way of CM Punk. CM Punk's going to retaliate against Roman because he wants Seth as well. So that's how that's how they're going to get in each other's way and set up that triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Also, the tag team match, War Raiders versus American Made. That match cooked.
That goes back to the fact that I didn't really watch it that much.
One of the Creed brothers did was it moonsault? There's some type of moonsault. It was great.
It was what's it called? Not the way that the girls do it, where like Tiffany and Io do a backflip moonsault, like a backwards moonsault. They did a facing frontward moonsault. I forgot what it was called. It was the Evan Bourne finisher though.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, Lyra defended her title against Niall. Nothing much, but probably, yeah. What's it called? What's the name? The Judgment Day targeting Braun Breaker. We might see something for the IC title match down the line. Involving Finn, maybe AJ. Also,
I think we get a fatal 4-way or something like that.
Yeah, and then what was his name? Chad Gable. They showed him in some area. I forgot. It was maybe Mexico, but him trying to figure out how to beat the Luchadors. He got something from somebody, and news broke that Rey Fenix is on his way to WWE. So is Aleister Black. Maybe I think one of those guys are get involved in that story because they said they want Rey Fenix at WrestleMania, so we'll see what happens with that because I know
I
he's good
think it'll
buddies.
be Ray Phoenix that he's actually after as the luchador thing.
Yeah, because I know him and Penta are cool. So
Yeah, so
yeah, but other than that, not much going on Raw. Just some small stuff to set up. It was basically the Seth and CM Punk show, and then the last match with the women's title. Also, Rhea, the post match interview she had with Jackie Redmond. Basically, it wasn't like her normal one. She's basically saying throughout the promo, like, I beat myself that match. I got in my own head. I know all of us are cool, EO, Bianca, etc. But I'm starting to think I really have no friends in this business, in this industry, etc. She mentioned her rivalry with Liv, her thing with Dom, not to keep her eye off the ball, etc. Like really like a self accountability. She feels like she has nothing, which I mean, Liv, her whole revenge tour against Rhea was not only about the title, but making sure she takes everything from her. And after hearing what Rhea said during this post match, after the championship match, it really sounds like she really has nothing. So mission accomplished for Liv Morgan.
yeah, and that's the end of the revenge tour. So
Yep.
that's all she wanted. Other than that, let's get into this Mania stuff.
Okay, so there was like 14 matches last year for Mania, so I was guessing just going off of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to go too into detail about what matches we picked, but we do want to talk about the matches that are already confirmed, just so we don't have to, go too much into detail or go too long about it. So we both agree, Io, Rhea, Bianca, triple threat for that title. That's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Cena versus Rhodes. I don't think anyone's going to be added into that. That's for the title. Jey Uso versus Gunther already confirmed. No one's going to be added to that. And Charlotte Flair versus Stratton. I don't know if you believe anyone's going to be added to that as well. And then we're going to talk about which matches we think is already going to be confirmed off of Elimination Chamber. Seth, CM Punk, Roman. We think that's going to happen?
Yes, I think that's the match.
Yep. Orton versus KO match.
Yeah. Maybe Orton, KO, and Sami.
Yeah. It depends if he comes back in time because he said indefinitely, so it might be a little bit of wait, but definitely worth it. Then the last pretty much confirmed one that I think we mentioned, Priest versus Drew, we both agree on.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So now we're gonna go into some titles and then the non-title matches. What do you have for the U.S. men's title match?
I have Andrade, Carmelo, Shinsuke, and LA Knight in a fatal 4-way.
I do too. So we pretty much go on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 matches. So yeah, I agree as well. LA Knight, Shinsuke, Andrade, and Melo. I think Andrade and Melo deserve some spotlight because they've been very, very good on SmackDown. And obviously, we need to get the title off of Shinsuke because he's done very little with it. Next up, something I think we both will probably agree on as well, the SmackDown men tag titles.
So, as of right now, Pretty Deadly, DIY, MCMG, Street Profits, Fatal 4-way ladder match. That's what I see.
Yeah, I did a Fatal 4-way too as well, but I like the adding the ladder to it because I feel like WrestleMania needs a ladder match every year, just because.
Mm-hmm.
So great. Let's see. Oh, IC title.
Another fatal 4-way, but it could go to 6. It could go to 8. Obviously we got Braun, AJ, Finn, Penta. I think somehow Dominic Mysterio ends up in this match, and somebody who else isn't doing anything could also end up in this match. I also want to take something out, add another person into that United States title match. Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But for the IC title, yeah, those 5 names I have right now. Obviously, a 6th name could be added anywhere, but yeah, those are the names I got right now. Ludwig Kaiser, there it is.
Yeah, I think he could get involved in the IC title match as well. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Braun, AJ, Finn, Penta. It might be a six pack. Dom and Kaiser, which I do want to see because I think Jordan Grace mentioned it, and I don't know if AJ Styles wants it as well. I want to see that X match in TNA and somewhere in WrestleMania or like in a WWE PLE for that the one they did for the X Divisions title with the big X around and people like hanging off of
Um,
everywhere.
I don't remember that at all, but
Oh yeah, look it up when you get the chance. Basically, like a rope on like near the top of the ring. It's it says an X, and I believe a title or something is in the middle, and you basically have to like monkey bar your way through the ropes try to get the title, which it can get pretty hectic. I think they should add that or like as not like officially like make it a staple, but like throw it out here and there just because of the whole WWE TNA partnership. Personally,
mhm. Probably
next,
a
yeah,
bit
I
more now, actually.
hope so. Next up, the Raw tag team titles.
So Raw, obviously, their tag division is a little thinner than the SmackDown one, but obviously we have the Raw Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. I don't see why you don't. Who did they just fight? The
American made.
American Man. I don't see why you don't put them back in the mix. But again, the tag division on Raw is a little thinner. So I don't know who else would really be. Who are the tag teams on Raw? Like I think I'm
New
missing
Day and
New Day.
LWO.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a four way, you could.
Yeah,
Um, I think New Day does need to find their way into the mix and try to get this gold while they are heel. But yeah, that's probably all I got. LWO, American Made, War Raiders, and New Day.
yeah, I agree for the Raw team titles, just because you want to get as many people as you can to shine on WrestleMania, but you also don't want to overdo it. And I think with New Day being such a legendary tag team, they definitely deserve some WrestleMania time. War Raiders, they've been cooking as of late. American Made, they've been cooking. LWO, I'm pretty sure they'd be just in there as a filler, so I wouldn't mind it. Okay, so those are mostly the titles. Do we have a WWE Women's Tag match with Liv and Raquel involved?
I don't see why you don't put Kaden and Katana in that match.
Yep.
But keep in mind that they are the women's tag team champions, and that that stretches over all divisions. So it stretches over NXT, it stretches over SmackDown. So any tag team anywhere,
So Chikara and Lash. Ooh.
yeah. I also think that Chelsea and Piper find their way into that. I think that belt comes off of Chelsea pretty soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if it comes off at Mania, but I think it. I could see something happening where Chelsea, she is a workhorse. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
So I could see something happening where she loses the belt night one, but wants another belt back night two, and somehow convinces Nick Aldis to put her in the match on night two. So
Gotcha. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for because there's just already so many matches. I don't know if they'll do exactly 14, but it's gonna be a lot of matches, so little time. It's a good thing they have 2 nights, but definitely you gotta have Liv Morgan and Raquel at WrestleMania, especially with the year Liv Morgan had so far. She definitely got to be there. I don't know what exactly, but I think they do something across like the multiple shows and brands, like Kane and Katana. You get Lash Legend and Jakara as well. Maybe another Fatal 4 Way for just across all brands for that. And pretty much, do you have 2 random matches that doesn't involve title matches that you want to see?
um, not a lot of non-title feuds, but I would say Naomi and Jade is one.
Yep, I have them as well.
Bailey and Roxanne is another.
Yep, that's a given.
On the men's side, it just seems like everybody should be fighting for a title. that wasn't already named, obviously, other than Roman Punk and Drew Priest. We already said those guys.
Orton KO. Yeah.
Yeah, we already said those guys. So other than that, it's like I think JD's still gonna be out up to Mania because we're talking about punctured lung, broken ribs. People die from stuff like that. So yeah, I think he's out for a while.
Yeah, take your time. That was a crazy injury.
Other than that, like I really don't know. Like Solo Jacob maybe.
Yeah, it was rumors of that.
Um,
Hmm.
no,
I
that's all I got.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had Solo versus Jacob as well, Naomi versus Jade. I also have Alexa versus Liv, just in case the tag team titles don't pan out, because I think we're definitely not gonna have all the titles at WrestleMania defended. I think there's gonna be one or two that might be left out. It might be Chelsea Green's title, and it might be the Liv and Raquel, but we'll see, because like we said, so much talent, so many stories to tell in only 2 nights. So I don't know how many matches they'll have, but definitely excited for the build up this next month and some change. So hey, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
And that's everything.
I'll be honest though. Sorry, before we actually
Okay,
move
go
on,
ahead.
I don't see any title not being defended at Mania. I feel like all the titles will be defended.
Yeah, they should.
So I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh yeah, no. Hopefully we do, because every story has its own unique storytelling, etc. And mostly WrestleMania is made for champions. So yeah, definitely should.
Yeah, so that's just why I say what I said. But
Yeah. Also, last thing I wanted to ask you before we head out, how do you feel about WWE trying to get like a show every day of the week at this point?
there's no need for that.
Because Evolve was yesterday. I think that they're doing the mentor mentee with LFG on Sundays, I believe. So yeah,
I mean, we there are other wrestling promotions, and like I know WWE wants to be the head honcho, that type of one or whatever. I don't like. I feel like you got to let some of these other guys breathe. TNA, Impact, AEW. You got to let some of these guys breathe somewhere. So that's why I say it's not needed. Um,
yeah.
I
Here's
understand where it's coming from though.
here's our G League. Here's the guys that here they are before they go to NXT.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't need to see all that.
yeah, and plus they have some people who was in NXT that's in there, because I don't know why. I mean, I know why Wendy Chu is in the Evolve show, just because there's already so many women on NXT. She's probably just there for screen time or to probably brushing up on ring skills. But yeah, literally Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then most of their PLEs that are not WrestleMania or 2 night events are on Saturday. So yeah, they're trying to monopolize this shit.
Yeah, like I said, it's not really needed. We don't need all of that, but I understand where they're coming from, and like why they're doing what they're doing. But
Yeah. Plus they have the speed shows. I don't know. I don't know when they actually air those speed shows, the speed matches, but I know
yeah,
they have it on
it's
Twitch.
every is
Twitter.
it every Thursday at like noon actually?
Oh yeah, so they got something for Thursday too. Damn.
But it's a live stream. It's like on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's on Twitter X, yeah. But yeah.
So I might just look that up because I forgot when they do it.
Yeah. Hey, today's Thursday, so they might pop out. So I think what Candace is the women's. Who's the men's?
Oh, it's every
Speech.
Wednesday. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
every Wednesday at noon they air the match.
Yeah, I forgot who the men's speed champion is, because I know Candace is the women's. Andrade,
I
maybe.
think so.
Okay, but hey. Uh, anything else you want to cover before we head out?
No, I'm really good, honestly.
Okay, bet. So hey, with that being said, oh, also side note, we have our NBA live today, live pod, since I'm recording this on Thursday. I just want to say November 26th, Elijah made the call. 76ers will not make the playoffs. That's looking very, very good right now. So if it does happen, shout out to you for making the call. I want to make sure you get your props on that because I don't know if you'll be able to make the NBA pod either now or down the road. So I just want to make sure to let you know now ahead of time because yeah, they're doing poor and Embiid is out for the year. So that's looking very good on your part.
Yeah. What can I say?
Hey, good. I should have betted on it too. I bet the Heat not to make the playoffs. I should have bet on the Sixers. That probably would have been more money. But hey,
The Heat look like they're actually going to make it too. So
yeah, they're barely gonna fall in. But I'm just hoping the Hawks do something or the Magic. So hey, fingers crossed. But yeah, WWE 2K25 comes out tomorrow. I'll be live streaming that tomorrow on the Twitch channel, I believe, at Ball Central 4. I'll also be probably streaming later on tonight to try to finish up WWE 2K24. The only storyline I have left is the My Rise Unleashed. We've WWE the My GM storyline finished yesterday, so that's the only thing I got left to do. Yeah, follow all the socials. Feel free to follow Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, etc., etc. And hey, I'm looking forward to see how WWE 2K25 is. Also, next week, MLB The Show comes out. So, me, Elijah, TJ will be on that. We'll be streaming it here and there. So, stay tuned to the gaming channel as well and the Twitch channel, Ball Central 4. So, hey, I'm excited for everything. It's going to be a nice couple of good weeks of gaming and WrestleMania next month. So, feel free to put on notifications so you know when we upload or go live because we will be dropping our WrestleMania previews the week of Mania as well. So, hey, yep. Follow us on all our audio podcasts as well because we usually do upload the WWE pods from audio as well in case you don't like to watch. Like and comment down below. Subscribe, put notifications so you know when we upload or go live. And with that being said, we will see y'all next time. Deuces.